Hey, Chaos Warriors, Chaos Giga here, and in today's episode of Demo, I wanted to point out that I am now Tamer level 70. You can't really see it right now because it's hidden behind my webcam. Sorry. It's just how it works out right now. I can't actually, I think, can I still drag this out? Yeah, there we go. I can still click on my Tamer, show you it's level 70 now. That's what she is, and then I can click on my Digi, I think. Yeah, so I can do that stuff now. So, yeah, I can still show you. Alright, anyway. Level 70. Why is that important, Chaos? Well, if you want to be able to unlock your accessories, like your higher level accessories, such as this sealed Xanomon's necklace, it says Tamer limitation level 70. Well, what that means is I have to have level 70 Tamer in order to unlock it. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to unlock all my accessories, and I'm going to talk about accessories. I also want to talk about seals and the importance of them in this game. As an early Tamer, you're basically going to be focusing on just as you're going through the game and you're unlocking more inventory space and all that stuff on getting seals. And you also want to be able to make sure that you're saving up some money so you can actually buy some early game, some decent early game accessories such as a ring. So like this oral ring of sealed Digimon is actually really cheap right now on the server. It's running anywhere from like I think 1.5 to 3 teras. I think that's what I've seen out in the shops. Every once in a while it fluctuates between there, but maybe it's got to be less. It's going to be less than like 4 teras, 4 or 5 teras. It's cheaper than what it's ever been before. I don't know why, but I mean it's actually a good thing because that's going to be a good thing for us new tamers or want to just come back to the game, had to start a new account, whatever it is. I mean it's actually not that bad. And we're going to take a look at what stats I get, and then I'll explain the differences and what's good maybe and what's not. And if you have disagreements on any of the things that I say, please just leave comments down below on what you think is better and just put your 2 cents in. I mean, it's fine. That's what I'm here for. I'm just here to try to help the new players and basically explain just a gist of what this stuff is and why it's going to help you in the game. But first, let's go ahead and open this. So I got my sealed Xanomon necklace. Shiny. Shiny. There's a difference between the shiny and the non-shiny. But anyway. Looks like I didn't get a very good one. Got 2 max DS's, a basic attribute of 5%, and 50 defense. Let's try the ring next. Oral Digimon ring. Max DS, basic attribute, max DS defense. Not very good on that one either. So now I'm going to try these Xanomon ones. So I got a Xanomon Radiant Ring. That's a little bit better. I got a critical, a skill, and 2 max DS's. I'm probably going to want to use some option chain stones on that, and I'll go over those too as well. I got 2 of these necklaces I want to do real quick. Max HP defense, DS skill. I have terrible luck on these things too, by the way. Max HP, max DS skill, defense. Alright, so before I even start talking about this stuff, I want to explain the seal system. So basically, for seals, we're going to want to hit T. And that's going to bring up all of our overview for our seals. So you can see I've already got seals unlocked because I've been fortunate enough to have people actually donate seal openers to me, and I really appreciate that. It sucks getting seal openers in the game right now. I wish they would come up with a way for us to farm them. Maybe even better events, like every single event we have every single month. I wish they would just put seal openers in as one of the things that we can get, like maybe like 50 of them or so. I think that's just something that's a give me in the game. We need that. So basically you're going to have these different segments like HP, DS, attack. Attack speed's listed here, but we don't have any seals for it yet, so I don't think it's going to be a thing either. I don't know. We'll find out though in the future. Basically, I get asked most commonly, what should I be focusing on? Well, I have always been told, when I was in Beelzebub server, to focus on your attack and your hit rate. Now, there are some differences of opinion on this. I always still focus on attack and hit rate, but you also want to focus on some of these other things as well as you get closer to end game. So basically, HP and probably like your crit rate and even your defense will be helpful later on in game for certain aspects in the game. But really, I mean, once you get your clone level up on your Digimon for evasion, I mean, evasion's going to be so high, but you're gonna want like 200% evade for like in-game raids and stuff coming up. So, I mean, that'd be one reason to focus on evade. But really, early game, it's attack and hit. And if you guys can correct me in the chat or the comments down below if I'm you think I'm wrong about that, but I think it's still attack and hit that you really want to focus on. Especially attack, just because it helps you kill things faster in the game. And then when you're trying to level, attack and hit rate's what you need. You can really get a lot of hit on your accessories, and I'm going to show you that by going to the website real quick. But basically, you come in here, and this is where you can find what seals you need in each area. Basically, you're capped at 3,000 seals, and it's one seal opener per 50 seals. So I think you guys can figure out how to go from there, but you're going to need one seal opener for every 50 seals. Okay, so here we are on the Digimon Wiki, or demowiki.com. Now, I got to point out, I know a lot of people say wikis aren't very good at, well, they're not exactly the best to use, but this one right here actually is. It's probably the only place you're going to be able to find, besides some Reddits and subreddits and stuff like that on Google. Maybe, if you're fortunate enough to still find some that are still open, because a lot of people have deleted a lot of their work on this game. But the wiki still has some pretty decent things that you can find. So like it shows you all the rings and stuff that you can farm from the dungeons, which dungeon you can find them in, and how many options you're gonna have. So basically, you want to have the accessories that have the most options. The Miracle and Digital, they're 5 option, but they're basically locked behind cash purchases and stuff, so you're probably never going to get them if you're free to play, especially like me. So, and I've never had a 5 option item except for the bracelet, the Royal Knights bracelet, which is actually a farmable in-game item. But we do have a bracelet that is also locked behind a cash wall, I believe. Now, how does this stuff work? Obviously, each one of these is going to have a different set of stats. So like right now I'm on the rings. There's going to be different things that you can get on each one of these accessories. So like the ring, the necklace, and the bracelet, they can all have different certain amounts of stats. So like for the ring, you can have like 2 max HPs, 2 attacks. Here it is. So here's the list of what you can have. So on the ring, you can have up to a max of 3 HPs, 3 DSs, 2 attacks, 2 defenses, 2 criticals, 2 skills, and 2 attributes. I'm not really going to show you all of these. I just wanted to show that this is where you can go to figure out exactly what the highest stats are. I will share this in the description down below so you guys can come here yourself to look at it. But the other thing I wanted to show is basically what I'm going to be shooting for myself. And right here is I got this from one of my friends, Toxic Gamer 9000. Thank you for the share of that. Basically, I asked him to look up something for me, or at least give me something that I could work for leveling and raiding. Just like normal raids and leveling digis, because that's what I'm going to be focusing on. And this is what we came up with right here, is attack, attribute, which is basically what I was going to be looking for anyway. Attack, speed, critical damage, and attribute on a necklace. The first thing there's on the ring, obviously, and the earring, critical damage, and hit rate if I can get a shiny. Because obviously you need to have shiny, high-powered earrings in order to get double hit. If they're not shiny, you can only get 1 hit, which means I could probably just go for one of the other skills, like critical damage, or not critical damage, but attribute, or an attack or something there. But anyway, then I have to go onto the bracelet for critical damage, and that's where I can get a double hit as well, and attack. I have had stuff that was pretty decent on the other server when I was playing, but unfortunately I had to delete that account, and I'm starting over again. So obviously I'm going to have to get my own bracelet again, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, I mean, it's going to make it to where I have something to do, at least in the game, something to farm for. But I hope this gives you guys an idea of exactly what to look for and what to try for, at least for early game, especially if you're going to be doing some of these new or the beginning raids, old raids, maybe some EDG or something like that, and obviously the raids in Odaiba and stuff like that. You're going to want to have some decent HP and stuff, so you might look for some HP on your attributes and stuff as well. There are some other builds I have saved down here. So like for a necklace, there's a tank, there's SK, attribute advantage, tank, bare minimum, recommended minimum, and all that stuff. So the X is obviously you choose whatever stat you have, or just use whatever stat is given to you. Then you have another one for the ring here, and you guys can see that. So SK is skill, obviously. That's what the SK there is too, skill. I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together there. But attribute, HP, attack. So yeah, these just give you some idea of what to start with, and what exactly this would be for. Obviously, there would be a different set probably to use for supports. Supports are very helpful for the tanks because they can help with other abilities such as tamer skills, cash shop tamer skills that stack on top of those tamer skills, and healing skills such as hand of healing high, and the hand of healing Jogris, hand of healing high Jogris, I believe. I can't remember the actual name, so their HOH is what I used to abbreviate them as. Those kind of skills on your Digimon will help as well to be a support. So you could actually be a support role for your guild if you want it to be for the dungeons. So you can have a tank who's doing all the damage, and your main focus is just to keep him healthy. Not even be a part of like the damage, but unless you have to like get in there for the one raids where you have to actually all be in the same circle to cut the damage in half or in quarters for each other, then obviously you still have to do movements, but you also are the support, so you have to be mindful of when you're using your health skills and stuff, and that's also an important aspect of the game, so you got to keep that in mind. So definitely talk with your guildmates and definitely talk with other players. Also, like I said, share in the comments down below anything you think that is important that I may have missed, because obviously I'm trying to rush through this right now myself, and I just want to try to get this stuff out there as quickly as possible right now until I can start to slow down a little bit and make some better videos. Like, I need to get my Magnamon. I still haven't even hatched the Vidramon yet. I still keep talking about my Magnamon, and I can't believe I deleted all his videos. But yeah, I still need to get my Manamon, my Agumon. I don't have a Jogris yet. I need my Agumon at least with my Jogris, or at least a Black Gabu if I can get one. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was a little helpful to new or returning tamers. Obviously, you can purchase the Arl set a little bit cheaper than what it used to be. So that is a thing in the game now. And there is the ability to basically almost get a full set of jewelry at the very beginning of the game pretty early if you can save up your terrorists, unless you're bad about spending your money too soon, which I hope not everybody is. So there is that. The video was helpful. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so that you get the notifications whenever I post a video. I'm going to try to post at least 2 videos a week. I'll probably be doing more with Pokemon now since I'm able to actually post them now since they dropped all the claims, the false claims on them for my music in the background and stuff like that. And until then, I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.